Friday night, I just finished checking cows, and yes, there's steam coming out of the barn, and there's fog, and I don't know what we're going to get by morning. And that rain gauge has a full inch more water in it now than it did 23 hours ago. So it's fairly clear and starting to cool off. We're not supposed to freeze though. I think 40 is supposed to be the low for the night. I think it was 38 an hour ago. But I'm going to bed. Good morning, baby. Welcome to the world. Hi, Mama. No, I don't know who she is. I stepped in the barn and I heard the baby. And I knew it wasn't coming from those two. So, we have another one. Won't be hard to tell her. She's got afterbirth hanging to the ground. I'd have been down here a little sooner, but when I get up, I let the pups out, and they go out and go potty. Becky let them out a couple hours before that, which I didn't get back to sleep after she woke me up doing that. No matter how hard I tried to get up, my body didn't want to do that, so I laid there too long. Anyway, Ghost stayed by the patio when I let him out, and Bandit and Balin went that way. So I step out thinking, oh, well, while I was trying to get my coffee poured, I heard the driveway alarm go off. That either means Ty's here, which I know she wasn't going to be here this early, or Scamazon, and nobody informed me that Scamazon was coming. Time I got to there, Balin was just up on the concrete in front of the garage. I made it all the way up to where Balin was after he was clear down here, before Bandit came around the corner of the driveway. So, these guys they're asking for it. I don't know if a coyote enticed them up or what, but I think they ran all the way around the back side of the house to get where they got. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna, first things first, see if I can get that calf moved over, because you don't want to do that when you feed. In fact, I'll probably piss a bunch off over here because I won't feed for a while. I kind of like this little dude. I think it's a dude. I haven't checked. If he wants to turn around. He was in the middle of the pen by the time I got in here to let him in here. In the middle of the pen behind me, that is. Now he wants to back out, though. He came all the way in here all on his own. He wandered in. They'd have been in, but she stopped short. But she'll just come this way a little. He's intrigued in those two. She had her nose in there all the farther she's been, and I can't hold the gate and get behind her. Gotta love it. Back here where it's a little quieter. Time I got done feeding, I mean, Mama did a good job cleaning. I can't knock, especially for a first timer. But it's just so freaking damp this morning. 33 degrees, 99% humidity, and it was raining earlier. It finally stopped again. Well, he's been in there for almost an hour. I checked him about 10 minutes ago, and he still had a ways to go. So, get him warmed up. Take him back to Mama. She was being kind of concerned there for a little bit. I don't know who didn't hook that gate back last time, but they may have unhooked it too. It's just got a piece of twine hooked over the nub. But hey, we're just ticking them off over here. 3 out of 12 so far. And yeah, that needs some straw in there. That didn't help him any either. And I think she might have finished cleaning. She did. That's a good thing. Very good thing. Hi, Mama. I could throw my coat in there and she'd probably love on it because his legs were a little. So from middle of my chest down to my knees, I'm full of everything. You still pushing a little out? Yeah, well, don't you push too much out. You don't need to push your uterus out. I'll assume we need the prolapse. And I really wish I could have got these two little buggers. They were having fun bebopping around. So were the ones at the other end, but I couldn't watch anything. Oh, look, my helper. She decided she's going to come back down. And I'm glad that I can get through the other side of this stuff to get over there. It makes it a whole lot nicer. Sorry about my phone going crazy. I had 10 million people messaging me. It's like, really? Leave me alone. I'm going to be the rest of the day trying to get back to most of them. Anyway. Well, I'll get you a look now. I'd run it a little cooler, but there's not enough airflow then. Hi, buddy. Say hello. Yeah, you need to shift around so you dry off better. Huh. Yeah, we'll let you finish getting warm. Bad thing where he's at. If I move him, he's going to shift back down there because that's where he shifted to. But there's too much heat on the uphill side going up that's not coming under him. And at that end, if I level it up, it'd make a difference. But, you know, that just means it's going to sit on top of something, and then you knock it off, and then you got a mess for a minute or two. Well, maybe not that long. So it's been a day. Ty messaged Becky on her way out and says, I don't feel good. I think we'll step out here. She's here. Not for long. We got steers to deliver and other things that need to be done. There's where the geese are hiding today. They're in the... Kind of surprised. I can't tell if they're in the water or on the bank. Anyway. And that would be Becky's friend Sue. She is going to be taking Ty to the hospital today. Because Ty's been here for an hour puking her guts out. Oh, and Sue is waving, so. Ty's currently puking her guts out, hopefully getting enough, well, heaving to be able to make it to the ER. And hopefully they have a room upstairs that they can keep her, because otherwise she's going to be in there tomorrow morning too. This seems to be like a 2-week thing, give or take. So, yeah, yay. I don't blame Sue for staying in her car. It's cold out here. Anyway, that's how our day's going so far. Good morning, Sue. She said good morning. So there you go. Well, last 2 steers to get rid of her in there. They were kind of a bitch to separate from the heifers. Got that done. Becky's going with me because I got it back, probably 400 or 500 feet down a narrow lane and then kink the trailer into an opening. If it was still dry out, I'd drive down that narrow lane and drive into that opening and drive right up to his barn and drive out the other side. But, not when it's wet. So, she helped get it done. Ty got checked at the ER. She's in there. She got checked in. Brooke was, I thought, on her way out to help, but
she has to finish Maury's stuff first.
Where she's still getting a few things done at Maury's, since that's who she works for on weekends. I was hoping she was going to be here in time for this, save Becky walking too much, because, it's just going to be a pain in the butt. But it'll work. The other one turned around and knocked the guy down and went through the gates. And we already had him right back up here, almost in. Then he went back here somewhere. You know, one of the worst fears ever, anyway. At least the guy's got decent fences, but he didn't have any hot wires over here. And the bad thing is he had that gate open. And 2 more gates down at the bottom of the hill were open. So he had all kinds of place to go. And now we're going to try to get him back up there, but I got to find him first. He should be at the bottom of the hill down there. I don't see him on the other side of the fence. Yay. And it, out of the 2 steers, it's not the one I would have thought might have done something stupid. So, I don't know. I just know we've been here for half an hour trying to get him back up there. Like I said, I don't know where the heck he is now either. I moved a couple of gates and kind of made a game plan, and I mean, he can't be too far from me unless he went through the fence, which is entirely possible. Anyway, just adds to our Monday, even though the calendar says it's Saturday. I don't know if you can see him standing over there. That's the line fence. He didn't go through it. That one's got a hot wire on, but the hot wire's not on. And there's one up the other side of that draw that doesn't have any hot wire to it. He's been through both of them. And there's a gate in that corner, but nobody can get to it to open it yet. Let's guess how much fun we're having.
Don't fucking ask us, really. The steer is gone that we delivered. He went through the fences, and he is headed towards a major highway, and the homeowner that we were delivering him to has a gun, and we're hoping to catch him before we're liable for...
Yeah. In the meantime, from here, he's basically making a beeline straight toward home. Can you grab that for me? So, God only knows, we might find him at home later.
He's going to be dead either way. My brother's coming to get him.
Either way, he's going in somebody's freezer.
He's going in someone's freezer.
Ain't a lot, but... And hopefully doesn't do any damage anywhere.
Fuck me.
Well, the 2-hour fiasco pretty much over. The guy went out through the neighbors with his rifle and was going to pop him in the head if he could. Lost his track like half a mile or a mile away. So that kind of makes it a little difficult to do. At the moment, there's 11 animals in this pen. One of them has a blue tag in his right ear. I think it's probably that far one down there. Brooke and Cassie went back to the back barn and got the calmest one they could find. He's smaller too, which is what the guy wanted, was smaller ones anyway. And Brooke's telling me, yeah, that other small one, he's an asshole. I said, yeah, that's 13 AJ or 13 BJ, whatever he is. He's like his mother. He is total 100% little asshole, so he ain't going anywhere. But this one's calm. May not be delivering him today because the guy's on some meds and he's got to watch out for bruising, and he's got a pretty good bruise, so he's trying to get hold of his doctor. And if I was going to deliver him, I'd want to be doing it by now. So hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, Brooke, Becky, and Blakely, and Cassie, and Sue's sitting in her car. She just brought Tylen back. We were hoping they were going to keep her. They were working on trying to, because God knows she'll be back in the ER tomorrow morning. If she's back in there tomorrow morning, they better find her a bed until surgery. I was trying to tighten up the packing nut on a hydrant. I knew it wasn't going to do it. I've tried before. It won't budge. So that was a waste of time. But anyway, beat my head against the wall for a bit. My plan was to have that done today. I'm probably not even going to get it taken apart today. I checked on Brooke into taking it apart. Worst thing's fishing the freaking line out of there. Anyway, I'm gonna But thanks, Sue, for taking Ty to the ER this morning. And see what all the hen talk is over there. Somewhere in this lineup, he's right there. There's an empty hole right there, buddy. That's 612D. He'll be the one to go replace the one that ran away. And I get down here to the end and I look over. That cow is standing in the calf's corner down there with her calf nursing on her. I have no idea when. It wasn't that long ago that Brooke was down here to make sure that new one over there had actually eaten. Because Becky said he was back by the breadbasket. But, you know, unless you see a teat in the mouth, you don't know for sure. So there's 2 positives for the day. Oh yeah, this little guy down there eating his grain now, he's not friendly, but a whole lot more calm than the one that took off. And anybody that's done this for long enough, it happens. Anything can happen. I mean, hell, we could have one come over that gate or decide to plow through that gate. Oh, it can happen. And of course, it's got Becky all kinds of wigged out. But, you know, shit happens. Move on. You know, unfortunately, unless somebody finds it locked in their barn somewhere that we can get to with the trailer, we're not going to see anything out of it. It's a loss. We just cross our fingers that there's no damage and creates larger issues that way. Hi, Mama. I don't know her number, but I know who that is. She's a little sweetheart. She may have got shocked to get underneath that hot wire. Or, depending on where she was, I got a feeling she might have been down there and the calf slipped under and she just went around. But from here, I see a win. I see a cleaned up calf. And I know it's nursing. Becky's going to come help me move them across and over there, which will close that big gate across there. And I can swing that gate this way and that gate this way and keep her down there where it's cleaner and easier. But then she's got to go in with those 2, and I hope they're not too big of a pain in the butt.
Hello.
There, Ron's here. And that newest one, he was a little chilly. He'd already eaten, proved that. He just came out of the warmer. He's warmed up, got a coat on for the night, because God knows what it's going to do. Mama's right there below and loving on him. And of course, Ruby's got to go, are you mine? While I was at it, I checked that calf from this morning. Going off the teeth, he's 10 days early. So is this one. One of them, I don't remember which. Anyway, I'm going to go up to the house and get their calf shots for both of them, plus decks for both of them, since we now know they're both early. Yeah, this is, there we go. 5 months when we preg checked. Put her in March. And 311. 6 months, put her in February. So, I mean, preg checking ain't on the money. Unless you got really good dates of when they were bred. Sorry, I'm spinning around. I gotta go this way so I can hose the shit off my shoes so I can get shots. Get them done and at least throw a little bit of straw in that pen. That's what was supposed to have ended up happening today. As you heard, since you really didn't see, but you've heard, we had one definitely fudged up day. So I'm going to get that done quick and visit with Ron while the video is editing and uploading. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope y'all had a much better Saturday than we did. I mean, 2 live calves on the ground, both healthy. That's the awesome part. But everything in the middle was just That's like the worst Monday / Friday the 13th altogether.